Welcome. Today we're going to do a quick upper and lower body workout. So let's get right into it. You're going to want some dumbbells. I have a 20 pound, 15 pound, and that's what I'm going to use for the workout. So let's get right into it. We're going to do some taps side to side. Bring that up to jumping jacks. And some air squats. Down and up. Nice job. Way to show up. All right, if you have a pair of light dumbbells, go ahead and grab those. And we're just going to do some quick shoulder press, warming up our shoulder muscles. These are 5 pounds. Okay. Great job. Go ahead and set those down. All right, we are going to start with our squats. You can either do air squats or you can do a weighted squat. So I'm going to start out with my 15 pound. And we're going to have our feet just outside our shoulders. Our abs are tucked in nice and tight. The weight is pressed against your body. And when you go down, you're pressing those knees out and keeping your chest up as much as possible. Okay, here we go. Shoulders back, abs nice and tight. Awesome. If you have a favorite playlist, go ahead and listen to that while you work out. Hold that core nice and tight. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Nice controlled movements. All right, we are almost there. Nice. We're going to take a little breather and then do dumbbell rows. Last one. Good job. Okay, grab a drink if you want for our dumbbell rows. You can either have a chair to lean on, 1 foot forward, 1 back, and then you're bringing that weight up nice and close to your body. Here we go. If you don't have a chair, that's fine. You don't need one. So it's up to you. Hold that core nice and tight. Great job. Awesome work. Almost done with this side. Then we're going to switch sides. All right, go ahead and switch sides. Remember to suck in your abs, hold that core tight. Weight stays close to your body. Elbow comes straight back. Nice work. After this, we're going to do a dumbbell RDL in the B stance, a kind of a kickstand. All right, almost there. Great job. Take a little breather. I'm going to show you our RDL. So 1 foot forward, 1 back. Your weight is going to be on the side of the leg that's forward. And then you're going to hinge and go straight down. Okay? All right, we're going to start in 10 seconds. Grab your weight. I'm sticking with my 15 pounder. And then we'll get right into it. All right. Here we go. Hinge those hips back. This is a great movement for your glutes. It both lengthens and isolates them. On your way up, squeeze those glutes in. Make sure your abs are nice and tight. Shoulder stays back. Don't let your shoulder muscles cave in. Leg stays straight. All right, almost done on this side, and then we're going to switch our legs. So other legs forward, this one is back like a kickstand, and we're going to start in 10 seconds. All right, catch your breath. Here we go, hinge those hips back. Weight stays touching your leg. That front leg stays straight. Core nice and tight. Squeeze those glutes. Great job. Almost there. One more. Okay, nice work. Go ahead, grab a drink. And we're going to start our shoulder press. Okay, grab both your weights. I'm going with my 15 pounds. And we're going to have our feet right under our hips. Bring those weights up. Hold your core nice and tight and press. Awesome. When you're up here, look, you should be able to see in front of your arm if you have the mobility for that. Nice work. All right. Great job. Set those down. Take a little breather, and then we're going to do our squats. So you can pick your weight. I'm going to go with my 20 pound. And your feet right outside your shoulders, and down and up. All right. Moving right into it. You can move your feet wider if you'd like. Try to keep that chest as upright as possible. Going parallel. Good job. Almost there. Last one. All right. Good job. All right, our next move is our dumbbell rows. So go ahead and grab your weight. I'm going to go with 15 pounds. You listen to your body. If you want to do 10 pounds or 5 pounds, that's great. All right, you could be on a chair if you want for support and pulling back, or you can just be bent at the waist. All right, here we go. Nice work. Keep that arm close to your side. Abs tucked in. If you're feeling it in your lower back, go ahead and rest some of your weight on a chair or your couch. All right, we are almost done. Last one. Whew. All right, switch sides. Nice work. Take a little breather. Catch your breath. All right, here we go. Feet under your hips, abs tucked in, hinging, back is flat, and pulling straight back. Great job. Almost done. Nice work. All right, last one. Take a little breather. Alrighty. Nice job on your rowing. Our next move is our RDL. I'm going to try the 20-pound. So your weight is in the hand that's going to have your leg forward. One leg forward, the other is in a kickstand. This front leg stays straight. You're hinging at your hips, so your hips are going back first. Keep that weight close to your body. Nice work. Almost there. Now we're going to switch sides. All right, switch sides. Opposite leg forward. This leg back, bent a little. And we're going to just hinge and go down. All right, here we go. Keep that weight touching your leg. Hold your core tight. Great job. Almost done. Whoop, we are done. All right, set that down. Take a little breather and get ready for your shoulder presses. Okay. And choose your weights wisely for your shoulder press. Those shoulders start to burn really fast. Okay, here we go. Core nice and tight. Squeeze your glutes. Nice work. Almost done. Last one. Whew. Nice work. Set those down. All right. We're through our second round. We only have one more to go. You can do this. Whew. Grab a drink if you want. Take a little breather, and then we're going to get right into our last set of squats. I'm going to use my 20-pounder. If you want, you could go up in weight, or you could go down in weight, or you could use your body weight. Okay, feet shoulder width apart, abs tucked in. Here we go. Spread those legs wider if it's easier. Chest is as upright as possible. Going parallel or below. Nice work. Almost there. Press those knees out. Don't let them collapse in. Whew, one more. Great job. All right. Take a little breather, and then we're gonna get right into our dumbbell rows. I'm gonna go with my 15 pounds. Whew, I'm out of breath. Okay, we're going to hinge at our hips. Again, if you want, you can lean on a chair. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your abs in nice and tight. Activating those shoulder muscles, your back muscles, arm muscles, ab muscles, all the muscles. Whew. Nice work. All right, switch sides. And we're gonna go in about 10. Okay, hinge forward, back flat, abs tight. Here we go. Good job. Halfway there. Almost done. Then we only have 2 more movements. Our RDLs and shoulder presses. You can do it. All right, last one. Up and down. Whew, nice work. Okay, take a little breather. All right, get ready for your RDL. Grab your weight. Your weight is in the same side as your leg is forward. Your other leg is in a kickstand back. So like this. This leg stays straight and down and up, okay? Hinging those hips back, squeezing the glutes, holding your core tight. Good job. Squeeze. All right, switch sides. Okay, here we go. Awesome job. Hinge. Hinge those hips back. Abs tucked in. Weight touching your body. Almost there. Last one. Awesome. All right. We have our last shoulder press to do. So grab your weights. Whew. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Core is tucked in tight. Squeeze your glutes. Listen to your body. If you have to go lighter or set those weights down. If not, just push through to the end. Almost there. Nice job. One more, maybe two more. Ooh. Last one. Awesome. You did a great job. Swing those arms side to side. We're going to do a little cool down if you have time. And then front to back. Whew. Great job. All right, you're going to grab one of your elbows, gently pull down behind your back. Awesome. Hold it there in a nice gentle stretch. Deep breaths. Awesome. All right, go ahead and switch arms. All right, then we're going to grab one of our feet. If you have to hang on to a chair, that's fine. Feel a nice stretch down your front thigh there. Deep breaths. This works on our balance too. All right, switch legs. Oh, that feels good. If you take the time to stretch or roll out your muscles, they'll thank you for it tomorrow. Your recovery will be a lot easier. All right, go ahead and take one heel, bring it straight out in front of you, other leg is bent, reach down as far as you can go, feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg. And switch sides. Roll it up. All right, you did a great job.